Welcome everybody to my channel, and today we're talking about X-Mods, which they did sell in Radio Shack. Radio Shack, it carried these cars, and right here I have 5 of them. And I believe I have 3 more, which is a Firebird, F-150, and a Hummer. They all came in the earlier ones came in a case like this. Which you can see it's old because it's yellowing already, but you had your car, your 4 wheels, and this controller here, which you flip open, and it was like a standard controller, they were pretty neat. You have your antenna there, and you could change, if you're racing somebody else, you could change the frequency on the car and the remote to match. You have all your buttons, your on button, and you have your steer, and I believe you could change the wheel too. It folds back, and that's how they all came. I believe the first ones that came in the case. I believe later they just came in a box. Those were probably like when they were going out. I believe it was the Transformer ones, the Transformers, like the Bumblebee, and those I do not have. But my first one was this Honda Civic here. This one here. I did, on this one, I did put a body kit. I did, I put, the body kit you could buy. It came with the wing, and that was, on the hood, which is a carbon fiber look. These cars were also, I believe I changed the wheels or not. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but you could change the wheels and the tire depending on how you're going to race it. And you could change the motor. And the neat thing about these are you could buy headlights and underbody glow. And that was for all the X-Mods. You could do that. I do have a pack of, this is a pack of tires I have. As you can see, it's from the trucking. I believe this was for my F-150, and I used the wheels on it. They do come with this small plastic to remove the small lug nuts. And the cars do have small lug nuts, as you can see there. They have, you could choose the suspension, which could lower the car, harden the ride. I mean, you could basically do everything to these small cars, whatever you choose. And here is the Honda Civic, which is the first one I purchased. I want to say they were $49.99. I'm not sure of the price. But these were the first time they came out. These are the first generation of the X-Mods. Excuse me. And my next one is the Nissan Z. This one I did put the whole body kit, wheels. I went all out on this one. I believe it came in another color. I'm not sure, but I did put the bigger motor. This one does have all the lights, the big wing. I lowered it down, and it has, as you can see, it has underbody glow. But the thing about it, the only color that I think of that I always went and bought, the underbody glow was always green on these cars. But yeah, they're always green. But the headlights and taillights do work, and I have them on my cars. You can see the bottoms are practically all the same. This one I don't have I think I put on another car. But that's the Z. My next one was a Skyline, and I also went to I bought everything: the body kit, the wheels, they came in a pack of motors, which I believe was about four motors in the pack, and they were different. They have different teeth and gearing ratios, which you could change the small plastic gear. No, actually, I don't know if they were plastic or metal, but you could change the gearing. You could change if you wanted to. On the race cars, they were more faster, but if you bought like the F-150, they actually had where the truck could go around obstacles. The motor was more torquey than actually speed, and that was for the Hummer and all the trucks they had. Yeah, but they're pretty neat with the body kit, the lights, the underglow, the wheels. I mean, you could do basically everything that you can imagine on these cars, and they were well detailed, uh, fast. They went across the floor. Like I said, you could change the wheels. This one has they mostly came with the flat surface wheels. I don't think none of these were textured. I like the tread. No, I think the trucks were the only ones that were treaded. My next one was this NXS, and this one, yes, I did. I put the whole body kit on it, and it looks crazy. This one, no, it does not have the underbody glow. There goes it took 4 AAA batteries, 2 on each side. And you know they were the first generation because, and I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, they all took 4 AA batteries, and the lights were like a small pin connector that you connect on the inside the car when you assemble them. But these cars were great. They're awesome, great small little cars, you know, to collect, race, or do whatever. The second generation, like this Infinity here, as you can see, they changed the bottoms. The bottom now houses the battery compartment instead of having them on the sides. I think this was the second generation of the X mods, where they changed instead of having the batteries 2 on each side. As you can see here, let's compare this to the. As you can see, this is the second generation, and these were the first. And the batteries went on the sides, whereas this one they just made it completely on the bottom. I don't know if they were going for weight distribution or I don't know, but either way they all worked great. These cars, even though they're nicely detailed, this one I don't think I didn't get the body kit for this. So this is how this one came. These came like this with the wheels and all. I don't think I got the body kit for this Infinity. I believe this one came like this. I'm not. I don't. I have so much stuff that I don't remember, but I didn't change anything on this one, I believe. But like I said, they were great little hobbyist cars. I do have a Scion TC. I do have it somewhere, and I did painted it. I did, didn't I? Let's see here. I'll be back. Well, let's take a walk. I got a lot of mess. And I like radio control cars. I see I got a big Chevy. I got a big race car I have to show later. Where is it? Where is it? Here it goes. You can see, I don't know if people remember that. That was from the Chevron gas station, the talking cars. When you play with them, and I'll make a video out of them, the eyes move and the doors open. They're awesome. Great little cars. I'll do a video on them later. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff. But let's take this. Here we go. And it's already it's a little dusty. That's my Scion. I did painted it. Here, let me clean it off. I did painted my Scion because I did own that color Scion. Sorry for the for the dustiness, excuse me. And I painted it to the exact color of my car that I had at the time. This one has just out of the box, no body kit, no nothing. I don't think I know the original color on it. I think I only changed the motor and the wheels. But yeah, I did. This was I had a 2007 Scion TC, and it was this color, or I try to match the color as best as I can. But yeah, that was my Scion TC. As you can see, batteries. I think it works. It's been a while. But yeah, you turn it on. I can't get to it. But this was the second series because the batteries are on the bottom. But these were great. I enjoy them. I don't play with them as much. As you can see, this one's all dusty. I mostly keep them tucked away. But they're great cars to collect. I have motors, I have wheels. You could buy mostly everything for these cars. It's like having a little dream garage. It's like my little dream garage I had when I was younger. When can you own like Acura, NXS, a Z, Infinity, Skyline, and a Civic? Owning small cars. If you have them in real, that'll be great. But I liked what Radio Shack did with these X mods. You upgrade the motors, wheels, everything, race them. I know a lot of people are creative, painting them, cutting out the doors, or making their own body kits. But later, I know they were started going more towards simple, which the X mods became. They made them into the Transformer ones, like Bumblebee, and some other ones, which it didn't came in the case no more. They came in a cardboard box. I couldn't change the wheels. I couldn't change the motor. Like I said, they just became more simpler. You just take them out the box and race them. I didn't purchase any of those. I wanted the ones that you could, of course, you could do. You could modify them, paint them, and do whatever you want with them. Basically. And who wouldn't do that? I mean, your imagination was whatever you wanted. Like, I made this look like my real TC. And I took it to car shows. And people were like, wow, they're X mods. Came in a little case, which is yellowing, and the remote, race them, customize them, do whatever you want, and great cars. And that's my X mods connection, and I'm I'm missing some somewhere out there. And I do have some other project coming up. I will do an electronic project. I showed my Sony tape deck, which I did take apart, and this is a cassette. This is a cassette deck. One of the cassette decks I took apart, and of course the belts went bad. The belts get mushy, they get sticky. Of course, these are old. I'm in the process of, I'm waiting for the belts to get here, and I will replace both belts. It's a lot of hard work. I know it's tedious. People don't want to do it. That's why they sell them so cheap. But once you change the belts, and they're great, and you won't find anything like this. If you do find anything like this out there, they're mostly because they're cheaper made. And the other thing is motors. I believe there's only one company that does this cassette mechanism. I believe it's a Chinese brand, and it's the only company that makes the cassette mechanism. Not like these old ones that are great. Of course, the belts are gonna go bad. It's any cassette deck out there. But yeah, I'm in the process of replacing the belts on this one, and hopefully I'll have it working soon. Like I said, the teardown was kind of a little tedious. I have it apart there, but it will be. I'll come back again. Like I said, if you find one of these modern ones, and I know Pile and Ion, I believe is the companies, and they're all the same deck. The Sony's, Pioneers, actually the Radio Shack Optimus ones are great, and because they have the Dolby logo, they have Dolby on them, which they don't do anymore. The Dolby company does not lend their the Dolby noise reduction anymore to any cassette decks. That's why these are great, vintage, awesome. I do have, there goes Jack again. I have a lot of stuff here. I got my Minecraft Xbox One. It's on 1S, and one of the power supplies went out, and I'll have that going soon. But like I said, these are my X mods, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Click and subscribe. I will appreciate it. And you guys have a good time, or good night, or good evening. Thank you. Goodbye.